but I'm happy here at pretty good. Just out walking with my friends, so you can fly from coast to coast for all the antics events. But my destiny's here in Tennessee, my Pokédex in hand. You run your laps chasing lickitung in Providence, and you arc your throws for Electabuzz in St. Louis. But when you're lost in Boston seeking Pokestops, boo-hoo, we'll all still be spinning them up on Rocket Top. It's true. Well, you can race to catch 'em all and fall flat on your face. We'll hatch our Togepi's here in Tennessee at our own predestined pace. We don't need Tanglers from Los Angeles. If you're there chasing Charizard, you're making your life way too hard. Clutching garlic, pounding pavement down Ventura Boulevard. We don't need Nidoqueens from down New Orleans. I hate to rain on solo you, but parades need a willing crew. All those Squirtles on St. Charles saw you wandering and withdrew. Well, you can race to catch 'em all and fall flat on your face. We'll hatch our Togepi's here in Tennessee at our own predestined pace. We don't need Lapras from Minneapolis or Polipers from Mississippers. There's enough Weedles on Monteagle. We could evolve a swarm of Beedrill. There's enough Snubbull down to Shovel. We could team Sled with Grumble. We don't need Oregon from out in Oregon, or any Pikachus from up in Massachusetts. Sorry, Professor Oklahoma, we'll raid gyms in Tullahoma. Sorry, Pokecoin Palooka, we'll hatch on hikes in Chattanooga. Well, you can race to catch 'em all and fall flat on your face. We'll hatch our Togepi's here in Tennessee at our own predestined pace. Well, you can race to catch 'em all and fall flat on your face. We'll hatch our Togepi's here in Tennessee at our own predestined pace. Hey, Soka, that's why Jean-Luc's a Wallen, lost Jawlods and White Timbers. And Shaka, I see was on his army. Yeah, Shaka when all the walls fall. Ha 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 ha. But I don't know if Jean-Luc gets these lost Jawlods and White Timbers. they're falling again. Good night, Elytra, we love you. Dathan has left the planet. The summer is past, but your days keep growing longer. There's no wind in your sails, but the storm's blowing stronger. Walking hard, standing tall, keeping your head up through it all. Fighting fires, spinning plates. Goodness, how did it get so late? Lay your head down and dream.
Lay your head down and
Lay your head down and dream.
lay your head down and
Just let your mind flow downstream. Sprawled out in a moonbeam. Lay your head down and dream. Joe Hills is filmed before a live streaming audience.
That's us. Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. And tonight, y'all are my live streaming audience. Welcome, everyone. We are just checking on these farms to make sure that they're not backing up while we're having these chunks loaded. Yep, so even though there's definitely some accumulation here, it seems like I'm not standing in these chunks directly enough to immediately cause an overflow. Even so, it would be better to ensure that we don't go that far ever again, because that was the cause of a ton of lag around this area of the server last week. So we are just tidying that up. Not sure if any of this in here we particularly need to grab at the moment. Like, on the one hand, I'm like, maybe I should always grab a little bit of gold while we can. But, yeah, there's no real sense of urgency here. Part of me thinks I should, broadly speaking, investigate around here to make sure I'm not missing anything else. Okay, so this is probably part of this that should have been slabbed over and then wasn't. So you see how all the rest of this is slabbed over? I'm betting a creeper blew up or something and fell in there. And then that slime, like, spawned in there. But whatever, it's fine. We are just exploring. Hey, Exile, make sure you read the rules. Those are in the stream description. Okay. Let's see, is this a stairwell up? No, that would have been helpful. Okay, there's some extra gold there, too. Ooh. 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 Ah. So we found some gold. Yay. I don't know that I need the gold for anything, but it's nice to have. So, okay. Yeah, I'm just kind of centering myself before we start the stream. There's a lot of gold in these chunks. Is that because these are extreme hills, and extreme hills just get a lot more gold for some reason? That's interesting. Okay, so where does this go? This goes up and around and over this way. Okay. Then back down here into this, which connects to that and doesn't... Okay. Extreme hills don't get extra gold. Well, they do get lava, apparently. I'm just checking to make sure that there's not any other hidden stuff around here. This is not a bit. I didn't, like, go watch XP's videos and then go, oh, there's a thing over in this corner and I'm going to act like I don't know where it is. I'm genuinely just wandering around. Just in case. Because this is not what I want to do with my next episode. But if there is going to be a problem, I want to know about it. Okay, so there is a good source of obsidian here if we need it. Hey, welcome, Mr. Hardluck. Okay. This looks like just a general mine shaft area. Okay. Nothing too wild and crazy over here. Just XP's whole system on the whole is so chaotic. I don't want to assume I've found everything. Ooh, we do need additional redstone. Let's grab that. Okay. Always running low. There's an actual secret base. Well, if XP didn't build it, I'm not as worried about it. It's the stuff built by XP I'm trying to make sure that I see. Okay, so slime farm over here is still working. How quickly is it accumulating? Not too quickly. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay. XP Stream Hills biome. Hey, we actually managed to land that. Mr. Hardluck tips 5, who says, Zeus's promiscuity led to numerous myth carriages among Greek women. I'm not sure that that's actually true. Or mythologically true. Wait, how did he get them in the cauldrons? Maybe that's part of all this. Okay. Whatever. Anyway. So let's go ahead up here. I think we still have a path out. Yeah. So this is the path to this exit. I'm going to go ahead and take that and replace it with one of these. Sorry about that. Was trying to get to the mute button a bit quicker. Okay. And whatever this thing makes isn't overflowing yet either. Good news. Just doing my routine. Farm's not going barmy check. No barmy farms here. You know, maybe... Should I fix the back wall of this? No, I mean, that's... Wait, does this go anywhere? No. Okay, what else might we be missing? I don't really care. Whatever this thing is, probably isn't going to overflow because it's not automated. Can we see my new hip hairstyle? Yeah, sure. See? Ta-da! Looking good, right? Okay. So, I'm kind of tempted. On the one hand, I kind of want... Hey, NJ, I kind of want to just launch straight into... Wait. Hold on. This is the sort of thing I'm talking about. Are these deep underground here? Is there actually, like, something fundamentally important I need to worry about deep under those? Is there a water entrance into that? I think if... Am I hearing the beam or am I hearing the beacon? Does that mean the beacon's, like, directly under there if it's that close? I'm looking for places where things come out of the ground and checking to make sure that there's not, like, a secret down there. Like, is this part of a whole thing that I need to worry about? Like a farm or anything? Doesn't look like it. He doesn't look like he lit this up. Like, I'd like to think they're just decorations, but how do I know? Because those other ones were connected to, like, things that were structurally farms. And important. So, I'm just doing a quick scout about before we go any further. The majority of XP stuff is in the floating thing. Yeah, I thought that too until I found those 2 underground farms that were causing lag. Now I'm just doing some quick, potentially lag-busting things. Okay. Just exploring. Everybody mines a little differently. Okay, so there are creepers and stuff down here. Wait, wait, wait. There's a portal there. It's an active portal. Okay. So let's go see where that goes, maybe. So should I start? I feel like I should start recording. I could use replay mod to do a quick looky look. That's not fun. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. Gonna go up here. We're gonna clear out enough of our inventory that we can actually do this properly. Turn night into day and all that. Get some ender pearls. Okay. Okay, terracotta. The iron and the redstone can go over here, and the iron and redstone ones. Yeah, I'm in slot 7, Norberto Fernandez. We're gonna drop these extra rockets off. Extra iron. Extra gold. Extra redstone. Extra more iron. We can consolidate some of these. We can put some of these slimes in here for now. Okay. Levi Mills tips 50, who says XP's secret base was built by XP, man. Or by XP. Haha! I also enjoy the streams, man. Well, thank you very much, Levi Mills, for that. That is going to put us, the first 15, boom. That's one face camera expansion. 35 brings us to our second. And then 50 puts us 5 away from our third. So here we go. It's time. Let's go ahead and process those first 2 face camera expansions. If you'll please direct your attention down here to slot 7, where I'm waving wildly. It's time to say, howdy y'all, Grow Hills here, expanding as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. Do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do. We have outgrown that slot over there. And now, we are going to flip our kind of green screen over here. Boom! But, that's not all. No, it's time to expand. And there we go. Alrighty. And now we are going to start recording. Joel Graves, though, before that says, here's the next face cam, tipping 5. Boom. That does put us evenly at the next face camera. Who says, in other news, got shot one of Moderna on Friday. Hey, good for you, Joel. So did I. So here we go. It's time to expand. Alrighty. So there we go. Thank you very much, Joel, for that. And, okay. So, gonna turn off our overlays, start recording. Hermitcraft Season 7, Episode 71, Segment Alpha, Take 1. Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. If you can't tell from all these beacons behind me, XB Crafted has done quite a bit of beacon placement in the past here around his base. I realized that one beacon back there had a shaft that led down to a space that contained 2 farms that were overflowing. And that got me thinking, that got me going, like, maybe I should be flying down more of these shafts and making sure, you know, just for laughs, that there's nothing else that I might have missed. So, here's the thing about this. This one, I'm pretty sure, yeah, is the one with the slime farm and the iron farm. Perfect. We found that last week, 2 weeks ago. We get it. We know what it's for. We have moved all the extra surplus items out. But then I get over here, And I start seeing stuff, like some of these beacons are obviously at ground level, but then others, woo, are not. Like this beacon right here could be anything, right? And I determined it leads to some sort of cave. I haven't had a chance to fully explore this cave because I realized it was time to start recording. If I'm going to do something stupidly dangerous, I should do something stupidly dangerous on camera. And so as far as I got was right here, where there were creepers waiting for me, and a portal that I don't know where it leads to. So let's go ahead and flip these torches into our offhand. Let's hop down. We should maybe block some of this off, just so that we don't have spiders coming in through there, and baby zombies and stuff. But like, okay, back to the offhand with the torch. Yeah, what's up with this portal? Is that a structure over there with... Is that a baby spider spawner? Like, did XP Crafted build this place on purpose? Or, like, accidentally just portal in here once and abandon it? There's a chicken. Like, clearly there's, like, a lot going on here. A lot of unanswered questions around every turn. So, okay, that's a lit shaft, though. Interesting. Okay, so we're going to temporarily retreat. We're going to put some black stained glass in here. So we know... I've never seen XB use that in a mine shaft. So that means we know that we have gotten as far as a certain point and then blocked it off ourselves in our adventures. More chickens. Okay, so there's 2 chickens along here. That's an abnormally high number of chickens for this time of year. Of course, we are recording this in March, for those of you who are not watching it right now. If you're watching this in the future via the YouTube, thank you, the algorithm. You did your job. Okay, that's definitely a baby spider spawner there. Can we get some extra lights around here just to discourage their spawning in general? Yeah. And now we're out of torches. So... Well, I dislike being out of torches, but I also dislike not knowing where portals go, especially portals that are under my base. So I think we're going to go ahead and hazard a hop, skip, and a jump through here like so. Interesting. Whoa, there's a creeper there! That's where the creepers that have been coming into the nether have wandered in through. They've been wandering in through that cave underneath there. Okay, let's get our trident out. And see if we can kill that creeper without it making trouble for us. Where did it go? Did it go back through the portal? If we go through this portal, though, are we going to come out in the... upper area? Nope. Well, I mean, yes, we did. But that's how creepers have been getting up in here. We need to go disable that portal so it doesn't break our barrels. Well, luckily the goods are getting conveyed further downward. But, like, look at that. That is a huge, huge oversight, security-wise. Let's go back there and tear that out with the proper equipment. Time skip. Okay. So we're going to stop recording. We're going to turn the face camera back on. See, I knew if we wandered around enough, we would figure out that I knew XP Crafted had some problems. I didn't know what they were going to be. It's fun when they're not what you expect. But let's see. I'm not oriented properly in here. I need to put these in there. We're going to grab way more torches out. Oh, I left all the torches in the other place. We're going to grab ender pearls, too. It's like the episode of SG-1 where they found the second Stargate on Earth. Yes, it is broadly, entirely, exactly the same thing. So, let's grab more golden carrots. Do I ever get spoiled by the Hermitcraft recap channel? No, they have never sent me a single thing. I know they're always spoiling other people. They're like, oh, have a gift basket. This one has an iPad in it. It's like, wow. But no, I'm just not cool enough for them to spoil me, I guess. Okay. So we're going to put the road material back in here. We're going to grab the extra lights out of one of these. I dumped a bunch of torches in one of these. Maybe not enough. Yeah. I mean, 64 might be enough for now. Okay. Cody says, bonger of an episode today. Thank you, Cody. Okay, so let's use the bed here. Oh, this is my green screen. See, it chroma keys out my hands. Or my hoodie. My hands are still there. Glad to help, first name, last name. We're not going to bring a leash to save the chicken. That is the least of my concerns. Okay. So we're going to turn the overlay off, start recording. Hey! Well, before we start recording too bad, I should say thank you very much to Levi Mills for the 100, who says, you're pretty cool. Sorry, I don't have a gift basket for you. Well, hey, you know what? I can afford to buy my own now. Maybe not as fancy as the ones that the recap guys send out, but, you know, I'll get there. So, boom, that puts us... let's see, that was 2 face camera expansions before the abacus and then 3 after. So thank you very much, Levi Mills. Let's go ahead and start processing those. Here we go. First one up is pretty conventional. You're going to see that money go straight to my head as I say, expand. We have outgrown our green screen, but that's okay. We were going to bring our torches with us today, so we'll put that away. Next up for our second face camera expansion, now that you've witnessed that money going straight to my head, it's time to see things go a little bit undead. That's right, these chains I forged in life, like Jacob Marley, are about to begin pulling me down to the deep below. Here we go. Enter the ghost. Boom, 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 boom. Alrighty, that brings us to 90% Joe Pasty. At this point in the stream, all future expansions will be accompanied by a corresponding reduction in Joe Pasty. For example, the next 3 that we gotta do. So here we go. Expand. Juice. Boom, 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 boom. 80% Joe Pasty. My face may be transparent, but the growth will seem apparent. Or apparitional. Do. Lowering that Joe Pasty now to 70%. You can see me peeking out here. But now, that 5th face camera expansion that Levi has tipped towards is going to put us at the most obnoxious Joe Pasty. So here we go. It's time to expand. Just do. Lowering the Joe Pasty now to 60%. So there you go. We are $20 even away from the next face camera expansion. I'm going to actually turn this off, though, because we are about to record. And that'll come back on after that. So, where were we? Where were we? It was down one of these corners. Hermitcraft Season 7, Episode 71, Segment Bravo, Take 1. I have returned with ender pearls and torches in order to ensure that creepers gain no purchase into the nether through this portal yet again. That's correct, my friends. I'm closing it off. I'm picking it up. I'm blocking it down to Obsidian on the Ground Town. And that skeleton says, no, I'm going to skeletonize you with an arrow. And I reject your... whoa, okay, that Enderman is not mad at me, luckily. I was going to say, I reject your reality and substitute it with my own. Is this another... Is this the same one? Or, okay, yeah, that's the same one. Okay, I was going to say, like, man, those are surprisingly common in here. If that's two of them so close together. I just kind of want to generally sneak around here and light some of this up, just so we don't have quite so many mobs spawning. Although, I'm realizing that might be naive of me. This whole area might be so large that that is an unattainable goal on the whole, without really spending a lot of time. You know what I should have brought with me when I came back? Was fireproof potions. I mean, I brought ender pearls. I thought, like, oh, ender pearls. Like, if I'm going to bring one thing with me that I didn't bring this time, those would clearly be it. But, I mean, maybe not. Maybe fireproof potions would have really been the way to go. Of course, the destruction of the portal here means we can't fast travel back out. So I'm going to have to actually find an exit. I think that was the way we came, like, broadly up that way. But, you know, like I said, lighting some of this up and discouraging mob spawning won't be the worst thing for our creeper farm up top side. Anyway. Man. What an extensive labyrinthine piece of mining. Okay. I mean, I guess we could always just take some coal and some wood from here and make more torches as we go. But, like, I don't know how... Okay, that's lava. I was like, why is that lit? Whoa! Remember the part where I was going to have the blocks out to block things? Yeah. Okay, so we have a second baby spider spawner. Okay. We're going to light this over here so the baby spiders don't spawn through the walls there. That's interesting. So 2 baby spider spawners. I'm not sure what we can do with that yet. But that is one of those good to know type things. Because we are cultivating resources down here that we didn't have at our old base. And I'm lost again. Okay. Let's clear out some of this. Normally, I kind of like leaving those there because they slow creepers down, but now that we've lit it up fairly comprehensively up to this point, I'm not too worried about it. Okay, so I think we actually need to go this way. That's the other side of a thing we saw before. Just being very cautious about creepers here. Because the second you stop being cautious about creepers is the second they start falling on your heads. And I don't know about your heads, but mine is only covered with a very soft hoodie. And that's a third spider spawner. That's not the same one we found before. I think. Let's get these back in our offhand. Running low on torches a little bit. That's a creeper and a zombie. Okay. It is probably approaching time to go. We're getting in range of the beacons, so we know we're close now. Okay, so I'm on the other side of that wall that I created earlier, which means I'm very close to the exit. Yay, we did it. We were back up here. So we can now head back out through this passage, and we can block these stairs in such a way that creepers can't follow us. Mission accomplished. Stop recording. Face camera back on. Oops. Okay. So. Alrighty. We are on our way. That could have been a lot worse. I was wondering how monsters would occasionally get into there. And now I know. Okay. So, in terms of this area, the next thing that we still have to do is just to go mine a bunch of terracotta. And so I'm inclined to just go start doing that now so we can really work on the floors. How painful was it not getting all that gravel? Oh, I should have gotten all that gravel. Yeah, you're absolutely right. That was maybe an oversight on my part. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we're just going to dump in anything here that I don't immediately need or want. Hold on to the obsidian. Okay, cool, cool. Yeah, the face camera gets larger every time we hit a $20 tipping milestone. We are currently 20 away from the next face camera expansion. I should post the PayPal link for anybody who doesn't like YouTube Super Chat. There you go. And let's go ahead and... Ow, my body. That was not intentional. I was gonna say, let's go fly to where we can mine more of the mesa that we need. Enjoy some... Enjoy some Gatorade on the trip. Okay. It is nice not having to go through the nether to get to the mesa anymore. It's just right here. Like, not right here. It's like beyond. Okay. Oh, there's the beacon. Hey, Namvada. Welcome, welcome. Oh, that's right. We're at the point where, like, a lot of this has been mined out. Forgot about that. Oh, and I need to move that bed. Okay. Although I'm wondering, like, if I died and came back, could I get from here to somewhere safe? Like, could I jump down from this safely, or would I just be dead? Is there, like, a spider web I could safe fall onto? Yeah, I would have to try and jump down onto that spider web there. Okay. Dahlia says, I forgot all about International Women's Day. Well, that means that you're probably not following me at twitter.com/JoeHills. Because I actually had a few tweets about all that. I'll go ahead and post that thread now. There you go, Dahlia. Okay. Yeah, I posted some recommendations for folks to check out who are women, many of whom are international. Some of them are American, though. It's Scar. Good evening, Ska. Welcome to my live stream. My name is Joe Hills, and I'm streaming from Nashville, Tennessee. I am playing the Minecraft game. I am picking all the axes the same hastily. I don't know why I'm singing so weird. I don't know what that was. That was like half like liturgic voice almost. Like, but also like, but in like this, the weird like 60s, 70s praise song type of. And he will raise you up on eagle's wings type of thing. It's like now that we can do songs in English, we realize we didn't have any songs in English. Thanks, Vatican II. Dang it, it's gonna be a while until I fall through that. That was not my Scar impression. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 ba-dum, boom, boom, ba-dum, ba-dum, boom. Dun, 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 dun. Have I seen Doc's picture on Twitter? No. Is it of the baby or something? Or what's up? I've been busy today editing that video. The last 45 seconds took me a really long time to edit. And that's always a mistake. And I always know it's going to be a mistake, and then I do it anyway. Because, like, I can see later on in the analytics that like, how many people check out before the end of the video. And I'm like, but the end of the video is where this time-lapse needs to go. So I put in this time-lapse. But I also spent a lot of time doing the multi-camera editing on the first part and some other stuff too. Okay. Well, here's the thing: is if you think it's not worth spoiling, I'm not gonna want to look at it during the stream. Like, I'll look at it when I have my full attention available. If it's beyond paraphrasing, then I don't want to waste the opportunity to see it for the first time when I'm not like in a fully available mind state. Okay. Was there supposed to be a poem too, or just the prompt? No, just the prompt today. Other people write the poems on the prompt days. Welcome, Rafael Romero. Hey, Timothy O'Connor, Tips 20, who says, regarding International Women's Day, it's a hard date to forget. Apparently in Russia, it's a big deal for a boy to be born on that day. When my son was born on that date, all my Russian coworkers, all women, were super excited. I wonder why that's, Okay, I see why it would be hard for you to forget, though, if it's your son's birthday. But yeah, I don't know culturally, like, why that would be the case. That's interesting. If anybody here is from Russia, feel free to clue us in. Either way, that puts us directly to our next milestone, 20 away from the next Face Gamer expansion after that. So here we go. It's time to Expand. Just do. Lower the opacity now to 50%. We're in T-Joe Eckelsberg mode. Welcome, Maurice. Glad you enjoy the Minecraft live stream. Well, good morning, Fifth Alice. Okay, so we can pick up that one, and we can put this one down now. It's probably a superstition. Gotcha. Am I still burning diamonds? Oh, around the clock. They're just covered in lava. They're kind of mosaic, I guess you could say, in that or cyanic, in that they burn but they aren't consumed. And I mean, there's only so much I can do, though. I tried. Yeah, I need to figure out where the limits of this beacon are at some point. Well, my pickaxe isn't wearing out, at least. Every time I come over here, I'm like, well, I've got enough terracotta. I should be good forever. And then every time, I'm like, well, guys, it looks like we didn't get enough terracotta. So we're just going to keep going until the inventory's full or the pick burns out. Yeah, I am not currently streaming on Amazon because I was disappointed by how they've been attempting to discourage the unionization of their Bessemer plant in Alabama. Alabama, of course, is Tennessee's neighbor. And so I'm just taking a week off Twitch. Okay, so we're going to just load all these into here. Nine. Okay. We seem to have actually already dropped several blocks down here. Have a good night, King Funko. Oh no, I accidentally put that in the wrong place. In front of my pickaxe. Okay. Beacon mining is satisfying. That is an accurate assessment of the current situation. I'm just enjoying it. Yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed B-Dubs' appearance in the beginning of my video today. That was really fun. I had fun with that. It's like popping a bunch of bubbles. Exactly. It's like bubble wrap. Minecraft bubble wrap. Bubble wrap for the soul. Bubble wrap for the sole purpose of getting this build finished. Okay. So 2 full shulker boxes. Let's go pick up some more. Joel says, I haven't finished your vid today. Need stream energy right now. No worries. It'll still be there after the stream. Hey, welcome, Mother of Corgis. Glad you could join us tonight. We launched this season of this server. Like, we reboot the, or we reset the world when we do a new season. And we started this season about a year ago. "53 weeks ago," people are saying. Okay. That sounds about right. Hey, welcome back, Melly Jackson. Yeah, we're gonna do a new season with the Caves and Cliffs update. Yeah, we're just gathering more terracotta for the build. That build needs a lot of terracotta. A whole lot of cotta going on. Okay. Sit back, relax, while we fly back. Front says, an entirely new season with the CNC update. Why not just have separate chunks like y'all did in Season 6? Because Season 6's update didn't change the world gen. Hey, welcome, ABC. Was I able to get the router issue addressed? Not fully to my satisfaction, but that's not fun stuff to talk about right now, so we're not going to talk about that. Okay. So, if we're going to get started working on this in the most rewarding way possible for the replay mod, how do we want to approach the problem? See you, Joliffe. Oh, there's a skelly. Or there's a skelly, that means there might also be creepers, so let's all be careful. Okay. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to offload these items. We're going to pull out the ones that are going to be most immediately usable. Okay. So we've got several stacks of light gray now. We're going to probably end up dyeing the rest. We are going to need more coal and torches. But we have in here, I thought, well, there's more coal, but there's not, that's not usable coal without the fortune pick. You might need to go get coal. Also, we're going to move the blackstone back into this one. What are we building? We're building an office building. Yeah. Okay, we're going to go get coal for sure. And fix the lighting. So yeah, if you want to see the building we're working on, I'm about to fly outside of it real quick. Misa Miko says, have you thought about putting things like conference rooms, bathrooms, etc. in the building? That's the next stage, is to kind of do some of the floor plans. So this is the back of the building. Pretty happy. I was working on these windows and stuff the last few days. And if we go around the front of the building, it looks like this. Have a good night, H. So let's go get some more torches. Okay. Wow, I'm dying. Like, I actually will be dying if I don't get out of the water. Because there's guardians down there. So... Victor, I'm glad you like the windows. Okay. So this is the overview of the building, kind of. I don't actually have it fully updated with the road entirely finished. Let's get the torches, the coal first we need. Okay. Make a Minesweeper-esque mini game. Oh, maybe. I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay. So now the map shows the docks and stuff at least. Okay, so we can go hang that back up. The Mighty Queen Potato says, I was pretty skeptical of the concept at first, but the build looks incredible and blends in perfectly with the rest of XB's stuff. Thank you. Okay. Fallstar says you sound tired. I'm always tired. That's no surprise. Okay. What about using item frames, wall art, for Minesweeper? Maybe, I don't know. We'll come back to that. How hard would it be to build a working game of solitaire? Okay, so shuffling 52 cards in Minecraft alone is like a whole thing. Randomizing up to 9 items is relatively straightforward. Randomizing 52 things evenly is a mess. Just, yeah, creating a card shuffler alone would be a lot. Creating anything that could validate the numbers and the, like, if it actually enforces the rules of solitaire, where you have to play black cards on red and vice versa. The ability to distinguish things in that way isn't really entirely there. It would be very hard. It's the... Okay, so we need to disconnect and reconnect for replay mod reasons. We're going to save the replay file that we've got so far. And we're going to let that finish. Once that replay mod file is finished, we're going to start working on the time lapse. That'll be the next thing. Okay, done. Whoops, wrong server. Okay, that one. Okay. So now we've got all of these in our hands. Okay, so yeah. So for this time lapse, we're gonna go ahead and put these here. Okay. So we'll start we'll have it start back there. I just gotta have show me going this way. Whoops. This is already a great time lapse, y'all. Best top of the time lapse to you. It's fine. The problem with Minesweeper is the game needs a way to know how many adjacent mines there are and present that information to the player. So like in Minesweeper, you'd have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way up to theoretically 8, right? And that without that information, the player can't determine where the mines are. So, yeah. Whoa. Y'all got to keep in mind that there are some things, like, those Windows games, to some degree, were actually expressing how sophisticated the computers had gotten. Look at this. It can keep track of all of these different location cells and how many bombs there are in relation to it. Look at how fast it can randomize the playfield and you can play again. Look at how fast it can shuffle a deck of cards and then draw them flying. Like, the ability to store things and read things and write things to memory in Minecraft is very, very light compared to that. Yeah, using command blocks would be something, but, like, that's not vanilla in the same way. Why is there a face on the screen? I don't know. Did you lean too close to your screen and get stuck? Connect 4 you can play with gravity blocks and have the players decide when the game's over, though. Those games were to teach people to use the mouse. And they worked. What about Guess Who? Well, so the thing is, in Guess Who, the players enforce the rules. So Guess Who would be a lot easier to do in Minecraft. But in a game like Minesweeper or Solitaire, where the game has to keep track of the game state and enforce the rules, it's a totally different mechanism and a totally different kind of distribution of cognitive load. The more cognitive load that's on the computer, the harder it is to build. Whereas a game that's mostly just the people playing is easier. Guess who just using the various player heads would be kind of funny. Maybe. There's not a good way to flip them down easily. Unless you, like, ran up to them and manually had, like, a piston thing that would lift them or drop them. But you lose that overview of the board sense that you have when you play Guess Who normally. And so I'm not sure that that would work as well as y'all might think. I mean, it's playable, but I don't know if it would be entertaining to watch playable. Okay. It's easier to make Among Us in Minecraft than it is to make Minesweeper. In a lot of ways, yes, because a lot of Among Us is the player interactions. Minecraft doesn't actually have to keep track of who's the imposter and who's the crewmate. Like, we can kind of hand-wave a lot of that ourselves. We can, like, the game can assign via, like, some sort of random item drop thing who the crewmates and who the imposters are if it gives everybody a piece of paper at the beginning of the game, right? But it doesn't have to keep track of if Etho's the imposter or a crewmate, right? Etho has to, though. So it's just that sort of thing. Like, Victor says it was funny that Joe paid with ice blocks for his haircut. Yeah, I wanted to bring cold hard cash. So there we go. Dang it. And we might end up using a totally different block for the actual floor here. This is, like, probably not. I'm not planning on changing the floors, but, like, this is the sort of thing where if we can just get a rough layout in place, and we can't do the rough layout until we actually start getting floor blocks in. So, like, that's what we're doing. We're getting our layout in place. Okay. Good night, Dahlia. Bum-ba-dum-bum, bum-ba-dum. I consider dyeing my hair green in real life so I could chrome key it out. I mean, that would be funny, but it would also be very inconvenient if I needed to deal with anything serious. like a court appearance, and so I am not likely to do that anytime soon. Because given how much of a continuous nightmare the last 18 months were with the divorce and the custody fight and everything, I don't want to take anything for granted. It seems like we're past the worst of it now, but it would be foolish of me to let my guard down. Because it's more important, like, at a certain point, like, it shouldn't matter to a judge what color my hair is, but if it makes it more likely that my attorney's arguments are listened to, it's worth it. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna go do that. They make colored washable sprays if you want to do it for an event. Yeah, but what if people want to touch my hair? I don't want them to get green hands. Okay. Okay. So Daniel Wiggins says, "Ooh, don't let people touch your hair regardless." But what if they're polite? I wasn't being serious with that argument. I was just trying to, like, think of a funny reason why I would not do temporary hair color at an event. It's like, one of my friends, when his uncle found out that I was joining ROTC, his uncle was like, "Why don't you join the Marine Corps?" And he's like, "But what if they yell at me?" And, like, yeah, so that's like the same energy. But what if people want to touch my hair? It's like both a good answer and a terrible answer at the same time. Okay. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to fly up here. We are 70 minutes into the stream, which is about hydration break time. Whoa, we need to be in the tree. No tree. We did it. Yeah. Okay. So, I need to go refill my Gatorade. I'm going to put up a song that I wrote, performed by my brother Sean. First, though, we need to pull up a list of who to thank. Dang it, why is the DNS resolver going slow? Oh, it's always something. Do 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 do. There it is. There's the video Patreon thanks list. Woo! And we are gonna go ahead and we are going to thank Sean. Well, no, we played My Destiny in Tennessee earlier. We're gonna thank Gritmonger who requested lines. So here we go. This is from our first album. Sean Hills sings Joe Hills, and I will be right back.
Power line to convey a certain brilliance, a telephone line to carry a voice, a metro line not the borders of boundaries that slice and dice a nation. Divided by the chalk lines of disreputable history, past failures are laid out as we shrug with absent mystery. Those bodies left behind us while we amble on ahead, fearful of the wrong things from newspapers unread. Before I tell you what to do or you try to tell me, let's all see what's been done and where we could have been. By knowing what's before us, the path might clear ahead and focus on new obstacles uncharted by the dead. A power line from a gurgling turbine, a telephone line from a quiet room, a metro line from across the city. Maybe we'll all raise our glasses soon. They say across the fence line the grass is always virtuous, but we're not corralling cattle, fearing wranglers, violent murders. When we look out past dividers, we're unsurprised to see more folks erecting fences, becoming detainees. Before I worry about you or you worry about me, let's all dwell on ourselves, we're the private enemy. Becoming who we're meant to, virtuous and creative. We won't dread the different, the strange or unrelated. A power line to convey certain brilliance, a telephone line to carry a voice, a metro line to bring us home, to bring us home.
Welcome back, everyone, from the hydration break. We have managed to return before the sun has set, so that's good news for us. Okay, let's see. We only got so far before we ran out of light gray, so we got that going for us. We do have a lot of light gray dye. Like, a lot. It actually consumes an entire ender chest. This one. Okay. So, we can now take all of this terracotta and dye it light gray in here. That doesn't give us a lot, but it gives us some. Put the rest back for now. I think that we already harvested out most of the rest of the light gray. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. Did we leave light gray up here? Nope, that one's empty now. Okay. And we need to go back to bed. I do need to get a second shot key of D. Yeah, I can make an appointment now that I've got the first one. Yeah, here's the thing about how the hermits keep topping themselves. We don't worry too much about it. We just go do fun stuff and enjoy ourselves. And it usually works out pretty well for everybody. We're not, you don't want to overthink this stuff. We talk among ourselves about, like, avoiding being complacent. And the idea is, like, if we generally make sure, like, are we avoiding complacency? Then, yeah, whatever we do will end up working out to some degree or another. So... That maybe is not perfect, but whatever. Yeah, we're going to keep improving over time. So I think we need at least 3 in front of the elevator here. And Rafael Romero says at some point novel ideas dry up. Yeah, but, like, you're assuming that we... So here's the thing, though, is every season... we have dozens of ideas that each of us don't get to. And so, like, yeah, if you made Minecraft videos for 1,000 years, you could possibly do everything. But that's like saying, like, how is a painter going to keep thinking of new things to paint? Like, Minecraft is a medium. That's like, how are people gonna find new books to write? Like, some people can't write enough books. The amount of time that they have for actually executing their ideas is way less than the ease at which the ideas just come to them. Like, I don't know. Like, I think you're worried about the wrong thing. Okay, so we might need to connect that there. Whoops. Yeah, and they add new things to the game, too. So, like, we always have, like, oh, hey, remember that thing that we want to, or like, I had this idea that I thought about doing in Season 3, and I never got to it. But they added this to the game, so maybe I could do that in an even more amusing way now than I thought I could back then. Like, it's just, there's always opportunities to do stuff. Okay. Let's make sure we aren't missing... We have actually not gotten a single PayPal tip this evening, which is atypical. So hopefully that is working. But I'm not getting alerts on my phone or whatnot either, so it might just be a coincidence. I don't think that Marvel's Civil War counts as a real-life event. I don't know. Raphael, here's a question. I'm not trying to be a jerk when I ask this. You say, I suspect you guys don't realize how influential you have been. Who is in a better position than we are to judge how influential we have been? If we wanted to know how influential we have been, who would we ask that could tell us, in your opinion, better than we could from our own estimations? Because I mean, like, I think we think pretty highly of ourselves. We know we're doing a good job. That's... Like, we can't know, like, specific details for every person's life ever that we've in any way impacted. I get that. But, like, just, like, on the whole, I feel like we have enough data points. We go and we engage with the community at conventions and at signings. We talk to the chat. You know, like, I'm not sure how... I guess what I'm saying is, like, I'm not sure what would make us particularly ill-suited to realize our influence. I don't think we're... Like I said, so many of us really do try to engage with the community on a regular basis. We have generated an industry of AU and fanfic, which in turn has generated a secondary legion of your followers. Yeah, but we know that. Like, it's not like we don't realize that. So the thing is, even if we don't have the time to, like, go to visit every fan fiction website and read everything or see every picture drawn, when we go to conventions and we meet with fans, they talk to us about this stuff. They talk to us about how, oh, yeah, you know, I got into you because I was reading this Tango Tech fan fiction and blah, 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 blah. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't think we're particularly ignorant people. But, Well, Vidmaster, you don't have to know that there's Hermitcraft fan fiction or Hermitcraft fan art because you're not a part of the server. But, like, and you're not going out and interacting with the community representing the server. But, yeah. Am I going to try out the proximity chat? Yeah, that's on my to-do list for tomorrow. So, normally, even though I don't do my big normal evening stream on Tuesday, I do try to update my computer and install anything like that. Well, I'm glad, Raphael, that you are grateful. I'm glad that we have been a positive influence. Okay. So, yeah, we are just burning through this terracotta very quickly, which I don't love. And we're burning through the torches, too. Is the proximity chat the same program they use in Among Us? No. So the thing about stuff like proximity chat is usually you have to mod it into the particular game. Yeah, Key of D. If you go to bamazon.com, you can learn more. Let me get a link. It's short for Bessemer Amazon. No Nope, was that not the right link? Nope. What was the Bessemer Union website? Oh, sorry, bamazonunion.org. Well, mods for different games have to be different, because unless the game shared the same underlying code base initially, you can't just use it. Lay your head down and dream. No, I'm just kidding. We gotta be awake. Well, Bama and Amazon, yeah. It's short for Bessemer Amazon, but Bamazon. I mean, they have a map of Alabama there. Hey, welcome, Shalini. Dang it, I fell off a thing. Dang it. It's fine. We're actually about to have to make more dyes anyway, because we're going to be out of the... we're 21 blocks away from being out of the thing we need. There's no plugs next to the building. There's a port, because XB Crafted said he was going to build a port here. And now we're out. So let's go get the white bonial and the black wither rose to make the gray. That wasn't... Okay. Okay, so we'll go to our dyes thing here. Oh, we actually have some pre-mixed light gray dye. Well, that's going to be a big time saver. Okay. Hey, welcome, Justin. Okay. So... and back up and over. So that gives us 8 more stacks here. Yeah, the face camera's currently at 50% opacity. Okay. Wait, what are these guys doing out here? Come on. Look at that. I don't need that kind of trouble. That's a whole hassle. Okay. Okay. So I actually ordered a higher definition, higher frames a second webcam. This one is like a 720p at like 24 or 30 frames a second webcam. And since I want to start streaming some pinball, once I figure out how exactly I'll do that. I've been talking to places about trying to rent pinball machines temporarily for streams and stuff like that. But also so I can do like drawing and craft streams better. I needed a second camera anyway. So I'll keep the 720p camera, but I'll also have the 1080p 60 camera. And then we can have one camera pointed at the crafts and one table pointed at my face. Or one camera pointed at pinball, one camera pointed at my face. That sort of thing. The pinball thing might be a while. I'm sorting out the details. And the other thing is with pinball, it might be that if it's a few $100 to rent the machine for a month, it might not actually be worth it. Now, there might be certain times of the year, like, oh, hey, I'm going to have, like, once it's like, oh, hey, it's post-COVID, I'm going to have a bunch of people over for my birthday. I could rent a pinball machine for the month and then have it at the party. So even if I don't actually make that money back from the pinball streams, because I'm going to be honest, whenever I do anything that's not Hermitcraft, the tips don't really roll in. Dang it, this guy... Okay, luckily the rest of them didn't figure out the entrance. Could always start with Windows Pinball. No, but the thing is, Key of D, I want to stream stuff that's not on the computer. I want to stream stuff with physicality, you know? Like, because I'm going to learn things about lighting, I'm going to learn things about the camera. You know, I always tell people when you're streaming, your two goals should be, especially when you're getting started, to learn things and have fun. And so by experimenting with new setups, I will learn things, and because I like pinball, I will have fun. Michael Lane says, no worries, maybe they give you a special price for making them sponsor the stream. Probably not, because here's the problem with that. Anywhere that would rent me a pinball machine only rents to people in Nashville, right? There's no global mail-order pinball company type thing that would sponsor this sort of thing, like, and be able to lend me or rent me a machine, you know? Like, if I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to do a stream about local pizza places, and you guys were like, oh, you should get the local pizza place to sponsor it. They're not going to sponsor it because they're like, well, most people who watch your stuff aren't in Nashville. There's more effective ways for us to reach the 5 Nashvillians who watch your stuff than by having you do it, right? So it's just not conducive to that. Alyssa, we are 20 even away from the next face camera expansion milestone. Currently at 50% geopacity. Juji Fruit says, hard mode, build a pinball machine on stream. We were actually watching a stream where somebody was doing that a few weeks back. It was very interesting. I would be very interested in doing that sort of thing. Mahez says, any retro free-to-play arcade in Nashville, maybe they'll let you stream during the day on a weekend when they're slow. That's something else I am looking into. But that's going to be post-COVID, obviously. The other thing is, though, that they might not have a good enough internet or... So, like, to stream with multiple webcams and stuff, you really need, like, a computer capable of compositing the different video sources. You can't just run that off your cell phone, right? So, what happens at 100% geopacity? Oh, the stream starts at 100% geopacity. So that's the stream starts, basically. You should see if there are local clubs that let you use one regularly. I mean, there are pinball groups and stuff in town, but, like, a lot of them, like, they might take turns swapping machines, but I don't have a machine that I could swap into the rotation, right? And buying a pinball machine would be thousands of dollars that I do not have. And arguably, if I had thousands of extra dollars, I should be using that toward a mortgage. Not toward a pinball machine. Like, you know, so here's the thing, is if I rent one and then the streams don't make any money, I'm out a few $100. If I buy one and the streams don't make any money. I'm at a few $1,000. So that's an order of magnitude difference in the failure modes. I would just feel more comfortable doing the rental option and hopefully not failing, but like, yeah. So dang it. There we go. Or go national and try Bali or whoever. Yeah, that's the thing though, is that'll only work if I'm already a pinball streamer. Like once I if I stream for a few months and I'm pulling bigger numbers than other pinball streamers, then yeah, I'd have a shot with that. But realistically, Bali isn't going to do that out the gate. So. But yeah, like if I could go to Jersey Jack Pinball and say, hey, when I stream pinball, I get a few hundred concurrent views pretty consistently. Could you loan me a machine for a month or two? They might say yes, but I don't have that kind of establishment yet. I don't have proof that I can properly set up cameras and light a pinball machine. I need to build the portfolio and the body of evidence that would make them consider me. That's like a phase 2 type thing. Okay. It's easier to make most things in Minecraft than to build it in Minesweeper. Minesweeper had very little customization and scripting. We're going to need more cyan terracotta, too. That's becoming imminently obvious. Lacey Kate says, I don't know if this was mentioned before I joined, but could you stream yourself building your own pinball machine? That is theoretically something that I could do with about... if I had like an actual like workshop and tools and equipment. Also, I would need far more knowledge. Like, I'm already a decent programmer because I did it professionally for years, but I don't have enough domain-specific knowledge about pinball machine design and things like that. That's the sort of thing that I would love to work toward, but it would be unrealistic to assume that I could do that in the short-term future. That's more of a long-term type goal. But I would very much love to work toward that. Okay. No super pickaxe in there. Is my fortune pickaxe in that fancy machine? Did I leave it in the fancy machine? Maybe. There are kits. Well, that's not building my own. That's assembling from a kit. I would rather actually do my own. I'm just not ready yet. Dang it. No, the pickaxe isn't here. You choose paths and sensors and placements. I mean, maybe, but like, the thing is, I know, I don't, that feels like a weird half measure. that just isn't... It's in this, like, uncanny valley of, like, I know so much about programming and about electronics and about all this stuff. I don't know enough exactly to start working on a pinball machine from scratch, but, like, I would rather do the work to bridge my knowledge and skills to try and do this right than to use a kit. I don't know. I don't know. This is gonna drive me crazy. I have no idea where that pickaxe went, but hey, maybe I could just make a new fortune pickaxe. Wait, I still have a ton of Corrales coupons too. But I don't want to... That seems like a huge waste to go all the way over there. Was the brown box the one with the... No. Oh, hey, there's more torches though. What if you ran into Spartan in the arcade and streamed from there as a test, post-COVID? Yeah, no, that's one of the things that I was talking about doing post-COVID. There's a lot of potential issues with that, though, because I would have to bring a computer to stream from in order to composite the video properly. So it's not... It's harder to get a proper setup than doing it from home. Oh boy, I'm worried. Yeah, they'd have to have good enough internet. Saratuna says, earlier you said you may stream drawing crafts. What kind? I'm interested. Probably just sketching to start off, but we'll go from there. Like, so the webcam's supposed to come in later this week, and my daughter's supposed to be staying with the other side of the family next week, but the last 2 trips, that hasn't happened. So I don't want to count on that and, like, schedule art streams and stuff for next week and then find out, like, oh, surprise, because this happened last spring break, too. She was supposed to be with the other side of the family, and then it's just like, oh, you know, we decided not to. It's like, you know what's really great is when kids who are told they get to see people get to see them, but, you know, it's fine. So anyway, I don't know. I don't want to schedule or announce anything in particular because there's a chance that if I do, I won't be able to do it anyway. So, yeah, I'm medium to moderately disappointed that I don't know where the pickaxe is we need. So I think we are going to have to go to... Let's just use one of these free book vouchers and... Or take the free book vouchers and go to Corrales's. Looky at my bookie store. Boom, boom, ba-dum, boom, boom. And we'll offload some of this stuff here for right now. Well, the same webcam that I would use for the art stream, I would use for the pinball stream. So it's for more than... It's a multi-purpose investment. Is the last non-Minecraft stream you did when you carved the pumpkins? I don't know. I'm not... I know that that's an example of that, but, like, I don't... Oh, wait. Here it is. Unbreaking pickaxe. Yay, next problem. That was a great use of my time. So we're gonna put these looky at my bookie vouchers back in here. Oh, did I do some painting or packing streams? Oh, yeah. I did the computer setup streams. Those were not that was non-Minecraft, technically. Okay, have a good night, Fine Timer. Okay, so now we can roll into here. Boop. And we can take 64 of these and put them up here. Can flip these into our offhand. There was a Microsoft updating troubleshoot stream. Yeah, see, there's all sorts of non-Minecraft streams. I can carve pumpkins. No, in real life. We did real pumpkin carving. Okay. Okay, so that should have been all of them. Great. You can just go down here, check this. Impulse played the drums in his stream today. That's cool. Oh, interesting. These are a lot... These take longer to catch up in this setting, or in this setup, because they're fortune versus the concrete, which just breaks. So that goes into here, which goes into here, which goes into there. Very neat. We now have a lot more lapis lazuli. I'll take that with us. So we'll bring this glass back. Ooh, you know what? Maybe at the point where we're making this much lapis lazuli, maybe we feed some of the cactus back into here so we can make more green or cyan thing. It's getting dark. Time to go to our bed. Do-do-do-do. Okay. Night-night bed. Okay, so we're gonna go drop the extra glass into the glass box. That's not the glass box. It's on the other side. Wait, is it? No, it was over here. I'm so bad at Minecraft. Yeah, here's the glass one. Okay, so that'll leave us plenty for future projects. Okay. Am I considering doing any cooking streams? Well, originally, I was looking at... I kind of had two options. So one of the things I was running into was that most of the places that had a third bedroom, no matter how small the third bedroom was, anything that could be used as a separate a separate office could also be used as a third bedroom. And that would just crazy drive up the rent. And so I was originally trying to find like a place that had a big kitchen, but was still two bedroom in hopes it might be more affordable. I ended up finding this place, which is min-maxed like crazy in all sorts of weird ways. One of the ways it's minned out is that the kitchen is unusable for almost anything, including kitchening. It's a very small kitchen. Somebody posted a picture of a kitchen on a Discord I'm in and was like, oh my gosh, I can't imagine dealing with this. And it's like new countertops, new appliances, but it's very small. And I'm like, that's like the same as my kitchen, but my kitchen has old appliances and terrible countertops. It does not look nice. And it's just like, so there's no way to do a cooking stream out of there. But originally I was thinking I'll do cooking and art streams from the kitchen because I won't have a real recording space in the new place. But I've got a real recording space, no kitchen. So that's where we're at on that. So let's go ahead down here and gonna go down there. What about streaming painting D&D minifigs? Yeah, that's the sort of thing that's one of those things that, like, we do have the paints because my daughter and I do that together sometimes. I've got a bunch of stuff that I picked up at conventions over the course of the last few years to paint that I'm backlogged on. Doing painting in the studio with the new camera is the sort of thing that, yeah, that would be great, but I'm not going to jump right into painting. To make sure that the camera works, we're going to start with like sketching. And then if something like I'll figure out the technology and I'll figure out the space constraints and things like that, and then we'll start moving to that sort of thing. Okay. So, we need to make cyan terracotta. So we're going to get out some of that lapis here. Going to make some blue dye. Now we're going to make some cyan dye. Levi Mills tips 50, who says, do you plan on changing bases back at some point? No. But I've heard other hermits have already started doing that, so I don't know. Maybe if they had good reasons, they'll explain them to me at some point, but, like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Either way, though, that's going to be 2 face camera expansions. Thank you to Levi for that. So here we go. It's time to expand. Just lowering the Joe opacity now. Brr. Oh, wait, not yet. Not yet, brr. 42 is the current Joe opacity, if you had a question about that. This will make more sense in a second, though, because we got another face camera expansion underway. Expand. Just lowering the Joe opacity now. Brr, to a frigid 32%. And we are 10 away from our next face camera expansion. So thank you again very much to Levi for that. But yeah, I was actually shocked that, like, I figured at least 2 hermits would probably switch their bases back. But I didn't think it would be like 4. Like, that's way more than I was expecting. Because, like, why? Like, there are certain things where it's like, I can't explain to people why it doesn't make sense to me, because it makes no sense to me. It's just like, I can't explain to you why you should do a thing that's so intuitively obvious. Like, if you're not going to keep the base, if you don't like the base you got, then swap with somebody else. Like, don't swap back. I don't know. But, you know, that's the thing, is like, it's an artist collective. Everybody has their own approach to things. And so, you know, I guess that's just people doing different stuff. Okay, so we need more torches, I'm realizing. Arguably, we also need to sort out all sorts of stuff, actually. The popped chorus fruit, for example, doesn't need to be here. Yeah, use the deeds in trade. Like, I don't know. But I can't tell people what to do if they have sentimental feelings about stuff. Like, I'm not a... Well, so that's the thing, too, is, like, that might be a false statement. On one level, I want to be like, I'm not a sentimental person. I think I actually am a very sentimental person, but I've just had it, like, just life has gone sideways so many times that I've just refused to engage in that anymore. I'm just like, no. This is just what we're doing now. What we're doing now is different from what we were doing before, and it doesn't matter. It's not going to change back. I just need to move on. Like, I don't know. But yeah, so maybe some of the other hermits don't have the same, like, psychoses or whatever I do at this point. Maybe their lives are full of belief that you can recapture what was good in the past again. I don't know. Wait, oh yeah, that's the thanks for playing note. So I wanted to pull out the light, the torch here. Okay. Technically, Scar doesn't even own a base. Yeah, so why is he switching back? He should just be happy what he has. Ill-gotten gains. Oh, Mumbo has to watch his old base from his new base. Yeah, maybe that's harder. Impulse does a lot of good deeds. Okay, see, there's 2 creepers there. That's too many creepers. Dang it. Hey, Tanner Blaze, thank you for the 5. Welcome. Let me get my oh no. I lost my rockets because I swapped them into... We're going to get the abacus out in just a second once I make sure that I can actually use the bed. Thank you very much, Tanner Blaze, who says, sorry I'm late, Joe. Is the router working better tonight? No major internet issues so far. That puts us 5 away from our next face camera expansion. Yeah, we kind of need to light up some of this better, is what I'm starting to think. Look at that. I don't need him running around there. It's not your office. Whatever. Okay. Let's quickly plant some more torches along here. I think that that's where those guys spawned. Yep. Most likely. Okay. Hey, Kitty Mama 89, thank you for the 5, who says, expand you. That is indeed what we are going to do now. Here we go. It's time to expand juiced. Do. Finding my eye. There it is. Lowering that opacity down now to 24%. So there we go. Thank you very much, Kitty Mama. Have we passed 11? It is 11. Okay. So as somebody pointed out earlier, I sounded tired. I had a hard time falling asleep last night, and I got to wake up early for my daughter's school tomorrow. So we are going to find a place to log out for the evening. Boom, landed on the roof. There we go. Now, this is not what we normally do with the raids, but I do have a new video that came out 4 hours ago, and not all y'all might have watched it yet. So I'm going to go ahead and post a link to that. If you have already watched it, then you should probably... Let's see. What's the silliest? You should probably watch me in a swimming pool. Whoops. Not that one. Let me see if I can find the Joe Hills in a swimming pool playlist. Here it is. Anyway, until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.